I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Stephen A. Smith calls the Republican Party embarrassing. Stephen A. Smith is someone who does not mince words. If he has something to say, he will vocalize it, for better or worse. This is especially true when it comes to the political sphere. For instance, Stephen A. Smith even has a new show called No Mercy, where he talks about politics. Overall, his political views are very much down the center. That's what everyone says. Sometimes he sides with Democrats and other times with Republicans. In that sense, he is very much a classical liberal. That's interesting. Whether or not you believe that is a bad thing, it is very much up to you. Stephen A. Smith fires shots at the Republican Party in 2022. Recently, however, Stephen A. Smith took some heavy shots at the Republican Party. This is because of recent reports surrounding Donald Trump's re-election campaign. Stephen A. Smith feels it's disturbing that the party can't find a different candidate. Overall, it's hard to disagree with what Stephen A. Smith is saying here, even if you love Trump. Okay. That statement, I totally disagree with. What I shouldn't have read that, but that is something I totally disagree with. I'm gonna read it one more time and just stop where I totally disagree with. However, recently, Stephen A. Smith took some heavy shots at Republicans. This is all because of recent reports surrounding Donald Trump's re-election campaign. Stephen A. Smith feels it's disturbing that the party can't find a different candidate. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop. Now, I don't disagree with that. That's fine. He could have that opinion. I don't know that it's necessarily true that the party can't find a different candidate. Donald Trump is the only person who has announced so far. So I don't know if that's necessarily true, but the end of this paragraph, when it's editorialized, it says overall, it is hard to disagree with what Stephen A. Smith is saying here, even if you love Trump. Now, if you love Trump, I don't think you would find it disturbing that the party can't find a candidate different than Trump. That doesn't make any sense at all. But let's end this article. This is what Stephen A. Smith said. You are telling me that President Joe Biden, is going to turn 82 years old in 2024 election year, in all likelihood running for re-election, as he should, and y'all Republicans can't find someone other than Trump? Smith asked, you have any idea how embarrassing that is? It's embarrassing. Okay, unquote. Now, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who think it's, I don't agree with this, but some people think it's embarrassing that the Democrats are going to be nominating someone who's going to be 82 years old. Even though I don't really see the problem with, the age when you're running for presidency. It is a job that definitely rewards and should reward years on this planet and knowledge gained from all those years and experience, right? Like, are we making an argument that, hey, someone 28 years old is better? I don't think you could run for president at 28, right? So the age thing, I don't really disagree with. I don't know how old Trump is, but I'm pretty sure Trump and Biden are pretty close in age. I think Trump would be like 80, right? I'm pretty sure. I have no idea how old Trump is. But I personally, I don't really see the reason to bring up Biden's age in 2024. It's just not something I'm taking into account when I'm voting for president. Like I said, I don't even know how old Trump is, right? Like, is he in his 70s? Is he in his 80s? Is he older than Trump? Is he older than Biden? I have no idea. But that's not something I'm going to take into consideration when voting for the president in 2024. Now, what is it about Trump that he thinks is because I think a lot of people see this and they totally agree with him. They're like, oh yeah, he's saying Trump is embarrassing. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying more that the party should have a larger bench other than Trump. That's embarrassing. that that the party has been basically controlled by Donald Trump. And maybe I shouldn't go, but this is how I'm not saying what he was trying to say. I just my opinion from it, because he's not bashing, at least in this article, all he says is that it's embarrassing and it's disturbing that the party can't find a different candidate. Not that Trump's actions and his beliefs and the things he would do as president is embarrassing. It's just Stephen A. Smith is just saying that it's embarrassing, or that it's disturbing. Okay, that it's disturbing that the party can't find a different candidate. And like I said, Trump has been the only person who has announced, literally, President Joe Biden hasn't even announced his reelection campaign for 2024. So I wouldn't go too far that, saying that the Republican Party can't find any other candidates. I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least 10 more candidates who run. Now, obviously, one of them are going to win is, with Donald Trump gaining or having a hold of at least, 35, 38, 40% of the party, that, it would be likely that he could win. But we're talking about 2 years from now, right? Like literally, not even next year at this time will we have. Well, I don't even. Yeah, I think I don't even think the primaries. Right? Will the primaries even begin next year at this time? I think in like February, 2024 is when primaries begin. But next year at this time, I believe we'll have like debates around this time. Who knows what the Republican Party primary schedule is like, but I believe the first votes take place in 2024, right? I think that's true as far as the primaries, but we'll see. There's a lot going on here. Let me know your opinion of this story. Do you agree with the Stephen A. Smith that the Republican Party is embarrassing because they can't find another candidate other than Donald Trump? Or do you agree with some of the other people who thinks it's embarrassing that, the Democratic Party, he is the president, so it's not really embarrassing that he's running, but, the Democratic Party doesn't have someone, I guess, challenging Joe Biden? I guess that's what some people would think. I personally don't think that at all. That seems outrageous, and I think Joe Biden is doing a great job as president. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we had a story about Stephen A. Smith calls the Republican Party embarrassing. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.